Greetings to everyone who is watching this video. This is from final year project Sem2 2021 Group 8. I am Manfred, the team leader of the project. This video will present about our project, which is Radial Blue Color System. In this video, we will talk about project background, system, testing, and also demo the main feature and secondary features. First is the project background. Our client, Lajang Digital Solutions SWE400 is the Sarawak local company which founded by Mr. Ruben. They focus on value-based local innovation of digital solutions and business transformation services to boost the local innovation and adoption rate of Industry 4.0. Many blue-collar workers lost their jobs during COVID-19 pandemic. It became harder than before to find a new job. Our client is trying to help them cater these problems, such as making employers hire a new worker and job applicant apply for a new job easier. But the problem they faced were the current job applicant system is in place, but it does not have an employer system. Their current job applicant system does not support job applicant to search for a desired job and apply through it. Therefore, our team came up with ideas such as create a blue-collar system that consists of a web-based application and a Telegram-based chatbot. Employer can look for job applicants and hire them through the web application, and job applicant can look for vacancies that posted by employer via Telegram chatbot. The web app will also contain features such as wallet, notification, shortlisting, and schedule meeting. I will now pass to my team member Yong.
Next, I'll be talking about our system. So as we mentioned earlier, we'll have two types of users, which is employer and job applicant. So this is our system architecture diagram, where we will have one system for the employer and one system for the job applicant. So here is our system process flow in overview. Here we have the colored flows to indicate the connectivity or interactions between two of the system, the employer and the job applicant system. So for employer system, these are the features that they can access if they are logged in, and only if they are subscribed to the system they can access the main process flows or main features of our system, which is our hiring process. So first they can publish a vacancy, then they can get and reserve for candidates, and they can process the candidate to the hiring campaign, and lastly they can list the hired candidates. Next, we will dive deeper into each of the main features. So our first main feature or first step of our hiring process is the vacancy module, where the employer can publish a vacancy, then the applicant can see the published vacancy. So here is our running system. Just to make it clear, this is the employer system interface. This is the job applicant system, a Telegram chatbot. And this is the job applicant interface for some of the job applicant features. So we'll start from here. So this is where the employers will be when they have logged in and subscribed to the system. Again, if you are curious why I skipped the login and subscription, this is because we would like to get straight to the point to demo the main features or main process flow and the interactions and connectivity between two of the system, so it is more clear. So the login, subscription, and dashboard audit will be demonstrated by my teammates in the secondary features section later. Now we continue with our vacancy feature. So the employer can navigate to the vacancy page and they can publish a vacancy here. Let's say I publish a vacancy for driver, key in a description. This company location is auto-filled based on the address they have given when they register the account. This is the requirement for filtration use. They can key in the requirements for this vacancy, select an end date, and they can publish it. So after they've published their vacancy, the job applicant can search for jobs. Open the link, we will generate a link for you to open, and here you can see that the vacancy that we have posted is listed here already. So this interface is automatically logged in with the Telegram user. Here you can see that the position, the company name, the address, is the details of it. You can see the details also. And note that if I click apply, it will say you will need to upload your CV before apply for the job. So this will be our next feature or next step. So the next feature is the CV listing. This is where the job applicant can upload their CV and the employer can see the uploaded CV. So back to the chatbot, we can click upload CV to upload our CV. I will provide you with a question that you need to answer. Then enter your name, enter your age, expertise, working experience, let's say 10 years, education level, this personality, right, personality. And now you will need to upload your photo. You can upload your photo, and you can upload the CV, the PDF, the CV PDF that you generated with the CV generator. It will say that you are uploading your CV. Wait for a while, and it will say that your CV has been uploaded. Then if you can choose to set the CV to online, and if you set it to online, then the employer can see your CV in the CV listing. So now the CV is uploaded and set to online. The employer go to the CV list, they can see the CV. They can see the CV. They can see the CV they have uploaded. Here's the detail. Here they can fetch the CV. So this is the PDF I uploaded just now. And that is CV listing. Now we'll go to the next step. Next is the application feature. This is where the job applicant can apply for vacancy and the employer can receive application. So go back to the system, go to the job applicant system. So now that we have uploaded our CV, we should be able to apply to this vacancy. It's applied successfully. And if we refresh it, you can see that the notification is coming in already, saying the application is also coming in. It's so by default, the new application will have a status of pending, and then they can accept or reject it. Here the detail is similar to the CV listing also. So if we accept it, it will cost 15 coins, which is the currency that we use in this system. If we accept it, the status will change from pending to accepted. Now here the assign to is our next feature, the hiring campaign. Go back to. So next is our hiring campaign feature. So this is where the employer can shortlist the candidates and interview the candidates and hire the candidates. So let's go back to our system. So note that I have injected some more data here just to demonstrate that the different status will work. So now we go to the hiring campaign. So for our hiring campaign, we have 3 steps. First is we create an interview group, and the second is we assign the reserved candidates, which is the candidates that we have purchased For example, the candidates we have purchased just now we have accepted just now is automatically reserved, and it will be listed here. And the third step is that we can do action with the interview sections. So first we'll create an interview group. Let's say driver group 1. Select a date, select a interview time, session time, and end time. We'll pick a vacancy for it, and the interview group is created. So once the group is created, we can assign the candidates to this interview session. You can see that the interview sessions is generated with the candidates assigned to it. So here I will demonstrate to add more candidates, to reserve more candidates. So here just now I check out, and the 3 of the CVs is reserved. So now I can assign them to the group as well. So once we get the group ready, get the session ready with the interviewees. So here we can send the interview schedule to the interviewees by clicking the Telegram link button. So here we will have 2 steps. First is we will need to give them a Telegram group link. Any group will do, but so now I will just give them a created link. Yeah, so once we save the link, then we can send the interview schedule to the interviewees via the Telegram. So if we click send, say success. So we go back to the chatbot. Yeah, you can see that I received 4 applications here because the data I manually injected, so they will share my Telegram ID. So this is how it looks. So you are invited to an interview. The group link that we have entered just now, the date, the time, which job, and the company name. Now when the group is ready and the interview session is ongoing, the employer can distribute the interviewer link for this session to their interviewers. So with the link, the interviewers can access to this page where they can evaluate the interviewees. So let's say I'm the interviewer. I put in the name. So here we are doing the deduction style. So because for blue collar, when we are at this stage, we will assume that we will have a pretty good higher rate. So if we do deduction, then it will be a less work and more efficient. So here I can put remark. Let's say too noisy. I can deduct their score. Let's say deduct 2 score. Yeah, so if when the interview session ends, if I think that there is no problem anymore, then I can submit the reports. So here, if the employer refresh it, you can see that the score is coming in, and the reports is coming in as well. The total score 8 or that. And so once we get the score, after we get the score, the interview session and the employer can choose whether to hire the candidates or not. So if they click hire, notification will send to the interviewee as well. Then they can go to the employee page, which will list the hired candidates. So this is our next feature, employee listing. So in this page they can click the link to message their employee via the telegram directly. And that is the complete hiring process, from reserving to shortlisting, interviewing, and hiring. Now go back to the applications. So here application, we will have additional features compared to the CV listing, is that we can assign the candidate directly to the group. You can see here the assign to button just now has changed to this assign to, because we have assigned this candidate to a group, to this group already just now. So let me demo another one. If I accept it, then here I can assign to this group that we have created just now. Yeah, so another status is that we can reject it. So let's say if I reject this application, and then you will send the notification to the applicant as well. It says that you have been rejected by this position and company. And that is it.
Hello, I'm Samuel. Now I will compare the changes between semester 1 and semester 2. So the left side is our homepage from semester 1 and the right side is our homepage from semester 2. In semester 2, we have changed a lot of the web app design, and we have improved the overall design, such as we include more icons, pictures, and make the button more attractive. And this is the dashboard page. In semester 2, we have also improved the overall design as well as make the dashboard more informative. For example, we have included more data visualization. As you can see, there are more charts and graphs in the latest dashboard. This is our employers vacancy page. In semester 1, we separate the vacancy module into post vacancy and manage vacancy, but now we have changed the design and also combined them together in semester 2. Besides, instead of switching the publish or unpublished filter, we have implemented a tab group on it, so user can view published or unpublished vacancy by just switching the tab. The next one is CV listing page. In this semester, we have improved the design as well, and also we have added a card feature which we did not implement on semester 1. The card feature is basically when the user clicks on the reserve button, the CV will be added into the card, and after that they can check out those CV at once. This is our application page. So the overall design has changed, such as we have display applicant's photo and some basic details on each row, which we did not do them on semester 1. Besides, we also have a button to assign them into interview groups directly right after they have been accepted, so that they don't have to go into hiring campaign page and assign them again. This is our hiring campaign page. In semester 1, we actually separate the candidate list and interview part, but during semester 2, we combine both in one together, so user can view and manage the candidate list and as well as the interview groups in one page. So this is the interview part. The part in semester 1 is combined with candidate list, which is shown in last slide. And now in semester 2, we have the interview by details and user can manage them easily, such as they can send Telegram link to each applicant. And we also have a hire button for employers and they can click on it to hire them. So that's all from my part. Now I will pass to Raphael.
So I will talk about the project testing, deployment, maintenance, as well as a summary of what we have done so far in these 2 semesters. For testing, we selected 10 people to help us do the test, but since we have difficulties in looking for actual blue-collar employers and employees, we ended up looking for our friends to help us test the system instead. However, right now we have some deployment issues and our team decided to only do the testing once we successfully deploy our project. So for now, we do not have any test results, but we will be storing all the test results into the Google Drive, which can be accessed using the QR code at the top right corner. And besides that, we also make sure that all the main features in our project is actually working. For our chatbot, the job applicant can access the system through the link generated by the Telegram chatbot, and the job applicant will not be able to apply for any job before they upload their CV. And the job applicant will not be able to apply for the same job more than once, and the chatbot will limit the photo and the PDF size, which is the CV, which is uploaded by the job applicant. And for the employer website, we already made sure that the user can reset their password through email verification, and all the features will only be unlocked after the user subscribes to the system, which is a paid feature. And the reserved CV will not be visible in the CV listing of the other employer account. And the last one is that the Telegram invitation link for the interview session will be sent to the interviewees through Telegram after they are assigned for an interview session. So next is the deployment and maintenance. So our project is developed using Angular and TypeScript as our front end, and for the back end we are using Node.js to serve as a server and MongoDB as the database. We'll be hosting our project on our client server, which is running on a Linux Ubuntu virtual machine, and it will be a localhost environment, localhost relative to the client server, and all the front end and back end codes will be running on the same server. And we will be using the zero tier, which provide a VPN access to our client server. And lastly, for the maintenance, it will be probably some bug fixing and packages installation if there are any. So now I will present our summary of what we have done so far throughout these 2 semesters. For semester 1, we are mainly focusing on the blue-collar employer website only, with the main features, for example, the homepage, CV listing, job applications, interview groups, the gist of the hiring campaigns, and so on. And for semester 2, we started the Telegram chatbot and continue to work on the website. Throughout semester 2, there is constant progress for the Telegram chatbot. And from week 1 to week 3, we redesigned the web page for the blue-collar employer website, as well as implemented the dashboard, token, wallet, front-end feature. And from week 4 to week 5, we implemented the back-end for the dashboard, token, and wallet feature, as well as doing some fixing in the front end. During week 6 to week 7, we did some code integration, however, we faced a lot of problems. And fortunately, during week 8 to week 10, we solved most of the problems for the code integration. And during these few weeks, we were actually debugging and finalizing how the features of the application should really work, as well as implemented some missing features. And we also did a testing, and this testing is just the testing that we did to make sure that all the features are working. And for week 11, which is this week, we are trying to get the deployment done as soon as possible so that we can let the user test our system. And week 12 will be our final presentation, which is next week. And that is all for our project timeline. Now let's move on to the unresolved issue. There is one unresolved issue for our project, which is to implement the schedule triggers. This schedule triggers is meant for the vacancy subscription and CV reservation feature, because we have an end date and the closing session for these three features, and we are planning to make the website automatically detect this end date and remove the, for example, the CV from the CV reservation once the end date is up. And there are also some enhancements that can be done if we are given more time. The first one is to create an automated tutorial to actually teach the users how to use the website. And the next one is to implement an actual payment gateway, because for now our payment gateway for topping up the tokens is just a, and I will pass that's all from my part, and I will pass the next part to Manfred. Thank you.
So I will now talk about the secondary features, which is sign in, sign out, forget password. So now I will show the authentication system which including sign in, sign out, and also forget password. So after they log into the homepage, they can click the sign out button on the top right. Then there is a header tells them this is employer account, sign up for employer account. And they can type in their email, password, company name, and location. I will use the one shown in the screen. Then the password, then the company name I will use Des Lajang. Then Des address to be the company location. Then sign up. After sign up, they will receive email from the auto send email. It will tells them they successfully sign up. Then after that, they can click the sign in button on the top left bar. Then they can use the account, the email, and also the password they used to register. After that, they can click the login. After login, they will redirect into the dashboard. So if they want to log out, they can click the sign up on the top left bar. Then it will redirect them into the homepage again. Then if they forget their password, they can click the sign in button on the top left bar, then click the forget password. So they will need to key in their email address. Then after that, the auto-send email will send a verification code into the email address. So this is your code to reset password. So if they random type in, it will tell them they have entered the wrong code. So if they type in the correct one, the button will turn into red. Then they can key in their new password. So after that, after they enter their new password, they can click the change password. Then the password will successfully change. Then this is the account, then the new password. Yeah, so they can sign in with a new account, a new password. That's all for the authentication system. I will now pass to Jinket.
So I'm going to demonstrate some of the secondary features of our website, which is the subscription, the wallet, the dashboard, and filter and paginations. Yeah, this is the login page for our website. So if I am a new user to this system, and we will go to the dashboard. From the dashboard, so you actually can't access any of the features on the bar here. So you need to click the subscribe now button, and 30 coin will be spent. If you click subscribe now, so this message will tell you there is not enough token, so you need to go to the wallet page.
And from the wallet page, there is a quick top-up menu for you to select, and also the custom top-up. For now, I'm going to use a custom top-up. For example, 200. Click top-up, and you can see the conversion rate and the new balance and the total cost. And for now, our wallet is not linked to any payment method yet. So there's a this is all the dummy one. Yeah. And you can see the total of 200 token, and also the transaction history will be listed here. Now you can go back to the dashboard and click the subscribe buttons, conference. As you can see that all the features will be unloaded for you. So now I'm going to show the account with data inside. Yeah, this is the dashboard. So going to show you the CV listing and the application list. And from the CV listing, there is a search bar on the top, allow the employer to search for any job. For example, I create a driver, and you can see all the driver related job will be shown here. So there is also advanced filters for you to filter the CV. So for now, I'm going to just filter the age. For example, 10 to 30. Filter it, and you can see the CV is already filtered, and I can click the reset. Yeah, you can see all the CV back to the CV listing. And there is also the pagination for the CV listing. You can click to the second page, the first page. And for the application list, all the received applicants will be shown here. So for now, there is 4 types of status, which is a default status, pending, the accepted, the taken one, and also the rejected one. And there is also the pagination for this. And I go back to the dashboard. For the dashboard, there is 3 active vacancy. From the vacancy, there is 3 online. So if I unpublish one of them, so the active vacancy will be changed to 2. The pending applicants is from the application list. The pending, there is 3 here. And the short list, so 40%, is the number of people assigned to the group. So there is 3 still haven't assigned to the interview group, and 2 already assigned it. So there is a total of 40%. And for the higher candidates is under employer list. This is the people who already hired by the employer. And you can also build a graph visualizations. As you can see, the number of applicants applied the job on the specific day, the 10 May, there is a 2. So you can see choose among the vacancy to build the graph. So now I switch to the plumber there, so you can see there is no people assigned for the plumber yet. And also the higher rate is 20% because currently there is total of 5 people, but there is only 1 people who is already hired, so the percentage will be 20%. And for the subscriptions, the employer can extend the subscription by 30 days. For now, is the end date is the September. So if I extend it, you can see the date change to the October. And this is all. This is the transaction history. Yeah, if users spend any coins, or like there is a pagination for this, and this is solved by the nearest date.
That is all from us. Thank you.